Hi everyone, Colm here. I haven't given you an update on the gym in a while and things have changed since the last update. So I'm here, I've locked up, I'm just about to go home. But before I do, I'm going to give you a little quick tour. So you can kind of see we've changed a few things. Alright, so our layout here is a little bit different. So
what we've done is we've moved the racks back towards the wall. They were there originally, but we've moved them back again, and it's really kind of freed up some floor space here and let this kind of area sprawl out here, so it's nice. It feels like there's a lot more room, and we've moved around the mats a little bit. So essentially we are getting ready for some new equipment to come. So we've got a platform here, thinking about putting another strip of timber here and another strip of timber in here, and what we're going to do is we're going to mat from here all the way down. Okay, so all of that there is going to be matting, and we're going to get rid of this rig, and we're going to get rid of this guy as well. And what we're going to have is we're going to have a 2-bay rig in here. So essentially it's going to be 4 racks. So it'll be basically a bench will go here, and there'll be a bench on the other side as well. And we can have a bench here and a bench on the other side as well. So you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 people squatting, benching, working in there. So it'll really free up the space. And with that rig then, that'll be vertical here, we'll actually have bars coming across here, so we can hang some rings off that as well, which will be cool.
So that's that space there. So originally we hadn't planned on doing that. Originally we'd only planned to get the 6-bay rig for out in the room next door.
Originally we'd only planned to get the 6-bay rig out here, so we do have the 6-bay rig coming from there. But thank you to Gary from Ó'Móráin Gym Equipment.
So Gary from Ó'Móráin Gym Equipment hooked us up, and we're getting 2 rigs now instead of 1. And Gary is here based in Limerick. Look him up on Facebook if you're ever looking for gym equipment. They've been in business for 8 years, or he's been in business for 8 years, and he's a really, really nice man. Couldn't say anything but good things about him. So make sure you check him out if you're looking for gym equipment. And Gary, thank you very much for helping us out with that as well. That's the plan. They're the plans at the moment. It's going to look totally different, so it's really, really exciting. I mean, we're all about getting better in here, making people better, making the gym better, and improving our coaching and improving how we deliver results for our clients. So I also want to say a big thank you to Mike Jones, my cousin's boyfriend. He's back from Australia, and he gave me a hand with a lot of the carpentry work in here. If you're looking for a good carpenter, get on to Mike Jones.
So he gave us a hand putting in this platform and cutting the door and cutting the mats. So he's like really nice lines here, cutting all those mats. He moved the whiteboard for us. So we've got the whiteboard up here, and we've got this signage up here as well. So he helped me with that. Put up a few shelves. So really big thank you to Mike. That's it. That's kind of what the gym's looking like at the moment,
Hi everyone, welcome back. This is the workout that I promised in a previous video. So it is not a traditional workout for me. This is more of a bodybuilder style workout. All of my, I call them formal workouts with Limerick, so with my football team, are all very much so full body workouts. So we'd be doing a push movement, a pull movement, a squat pattern, a deadlift pattern, and we might be doing a shoulder overhead press movement, a pull-up movement, and again a squat and a deadlift pattern. Whereas this is more of a bodybuilder style workout where I'm targeting chest, back, biceps and triceps, and leaving out lower body stuff. So this was after a training session, so I already had a training session on this day where I did a lot of running, so I wanted to give my legs a bit of a chance to recover, and I'm just working upper body. The first movement is a dumbbell incline press, and I'm working a lot more clavicular head here rather than sternal head of the pecs. And this is one movement that I don't get to do a lot with my formal training with Limerick, because a lot of our pressing movements is a flat bench press. The next movement is a dumbbell row, and I'm just using a kettlebell here, doesn't make any difference. With both these movements I'm going 8 to 10 reps for 3 sets. In between those two then I am actually tri-setting this, so I'm doing my press, my row, and I'm doing a mobility exercise. This is the way I work it with everyone here in Fit 100, and this is what I do most of the time as well myself. I just find that it maximizes the return for your time that you spend in the gym. So if you superset your exercises, that's great, but if you superset your exercises and then do some mobility work whilst you're resting, it's even better. So I'm actually working on the external rotation of my hips here. It's just one thing I'm targeting myself that I want to try and improve. And what I've done here is I've crossed my legs over and I'm pushing that knee down towards the floor, and that's giving me a stretch in my hips. To assist with that stretch, I'm pushing down obviously with that hand, but what I'm also doing is going to end range of motion, so pushing that knee towards the floor, and I'm holding that for a couple of seconds, and then I'm pushing back into my hand with resistance. So I'm pushing the knee away from the floor for a couple of seconds, which relieves the stretch. Hold that for 5, and then push back towards the floor with the knee, and really try and get an extra bit of range at that hip. And this is a technique that physios will use to try and increase the range of motion at a joint or increase the flexibility of a muscle. So that's the technique I'm using there. Do that 2 or 3 times in a row and swap over to the other side. The next superset I did was a face pull and a cable crossover. I remember when I got to this stage in the workout, I was actually kind of getting quite late, so I didn't superset any mobility exercises. So I've got a face pull here, working on posterior delts, working on medial traps, and also working on rhomboids. It's nice to get a movement when your elbow's nice and close to your body, and then your elbow's actually away from your body, and that'll just vary up the muscle groups that you're using. I supersetted that with a cable crossover unilateral, and I really like this exercise for chest. The reason I like it so much for chest is if you do it unilaterally, you can actually rotate your body around. What I'm actually doing is rotating my shoulders around towards the pulley, and that makes it more difficult then during the final couple of inches of the exercise. So there's a lot of tension going through my chest at the start of the exercise, and to keep the tension on my chest, I actually rotate my shoulders around at the end of the exercise, and that keeps the tension on the chest and makes it difficult right the way through. So it's a really valuable exercise. I also put my hands on my chest or on my pec to just feel the contraction and make sure I'm really getting good work into that muscle. The next movement was a tricep extension with a rope, and I really try and flare my hands out to the side when I'm doing this. By flaring your hands out to the side, you're going to bring in a lot more lateral. I supersetted that with some cable curls, and again, very simple bicep exercise, just trying to get full extension at the elbow at the bottom and pulling all the way up to the top. After that, I did some pronated barbell curls. So I'm doing these for 2 reasons. One of the weak areas of my forearms would be my wrist extensors, or the extensor muscles of my wrist and fingers. So basically the outside of your elbow and outside of your forearm, all those muscles. And also, if you strengthen up those muscles, it'll really help with your grip. Finally, I finished off with lateral raises. I did 3 sets of 10 on these. With the lateral raises, I really like leading with my pinky. So really trying to lead with that pinky, because that brings in a little bit more internal rotation at your humerus. That internal rotation at the humerus allows you to bring in more medial delts, and ultimately we're trying to target medial delts in this exercise. If you have external rotation to your humerus, or you point your thumb upwards, you're way more likely to bring in anterior delts.
We're ploughing on. Training is going okay. I'm still struggling a lot with my lungs, and the January period has been very cold, so I've been struggling a good bit with my lungs, and I'm really looking forward to the summertime. So I'm really looking forward to a little bit of hot weather and a little bit easier breathing. So at the moment I'm training approximately, let's say, 3 days on the pitch, and I've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 2 formal, we'll call them, strength or training days in the gym with Limerick, and I normally do 1 or 2 other resistance days again myself. So that's kind of my split at the moment: 4 times in the gym, 3 times out on the pitch. And usually I take 1 day completely off. So if I have a match, say on a Saturday or a Sunday, I'll usually do a gym session after that, because it gives me the most time then to recover before the next match. And yeah, that's kind of how I work it. I try and give myself at least 1 day in the week, the day before a game, of total rest and recovery. Yeah, that's it. We've got actually a lot of things have arrived. We've actually got more weight. We've got a couple of more barbells. We've got We've got an easy curl bar on the way, which is great. Mike and Marty are excited about that. We did some disco training here last night. So disco training shoulders and arms last night with Mike and Marty. So you can check out my Instagram page. I've actually put the workout up on my Instagram page. So you can actually have a look at that if you want. It was good fun. I mean, because what I find is I spend a lot of time training now with football, and I don't get to train with the lads here in the gym as much anymore, and I don't even get to train with my old training partners, like my own friends, because they're all up in Dublin now at the moment. So it was really nice to be able to spend time and to train with a few of the lads here from Fit 100. And you know, like if there's people in Limerick, and if you're around, if you're home for the weekend on a Saturday and you're doing nothing on a Saturday, call into me here on a Saturday and we'll do a workout together, because it's great. It's a great way to catch up with people, I find, to do a workout together, to catch up with old friends. You know, if you haven't seen a friend in a month and you're thinking, oh Jesus, it'd be great to meet up now and let's go do something, but you don't want to go for a drink, go to the gym, go do a workout together. It's a great way to catch up, you know, it's great fun. So I really value that time we had there with the boys the other night, and I definitely want to prioritise more of that in the future. So at the moment I'm about 82 kilos. And I'm racing Mike, one of our trainers in here. So I'm racing Mike to 87 kilos is the goal by April. It's been said now, 87 kilos by April. And I'm on 82 at the moment. Mike is at 84. He was 81 yesterday, I think. So he's gone to 84 now. But the scales in the gym are a little bit different. So right now with the camera in hand, I'm like 82 and a half, 83 kilos with the camera in my hand. So I'm aiming for about 87 kilos, we'll say in April. If I get there, I will be amazed, because again, I'm eating so much food, and I have been for a long time, but it's really hard for me to put on weight because I'm constantly moving. I actually measured my steps the other day, 20,000 steps. I'm really just trying to keep those calories high, and then hopefully it'll pay off, and I'm actually trying to move less. So by moving less, I'm hoping that my energy expenditure will go down, and as a result I'll be in a calorie surplus rather than at maintenance. But my weight is definitely going up, so I'm noticing that, which is great. So that's where I am at the moment, and I want to really thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and thank you so much again to everyone who's shown their support. I've got some really positive messages off people in the last couple of days, which is really, really nice. Again, thanks for watching this video. I will see you soon. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, and thank you again for your support. Slán.